Can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it. This is another episode of Healthy Discussion. And today's topic, we're talking about zero carbon emission. Now, I told you guys that by 2030, the United States is mandating mostly businesses, anything in that sector is mandating that you have to have zero carbon emission, meaning that your business cannot produce fossil fuels or anything that's going to harm Earth, right? Climate change, global warming. So I think this is going to create a great opportunity. Why? Solar, wind, those sorts of energy, right? It's going to be popular. For instance, if you're doing construction and maybe you're remodeling a house, right? Maybe you're remodeling a house and you're like, okay, I'm remodeling it, but states have just said that, hey, you have to have a certain kind of windows. You have to have certain kind of windows. You also have to have, certain kind of windows. You also have to have, basically your house will be regulated, your commercial building, it will be regulated. So it's no more beating around the bush, hiring cheap construction workers, anything along that nature. It's no more of that. Why? Because the government is regulating how much energy your house can put out. Smash that like button if you agree. They're regulating how much energy your house is putting out, and is it in regulations to the entire global stratosphere. Now, I personally believe that this creates opportunity, but it's also is going to diminish a couple of sectors. For example, if you work for Amazon, and say for instance you're a seller, but you may not have the financial means in order for you to convert your facility into zero carbon emission, right? What does that mean? The government is going to find you. Okay, they're going to find Amazon. So what Amazon is going to do is going to cut ties with the people that don't best represent them or can't keep up. Smash that like button if you understand what I'm saying. So I think this zero carbon footprint, and it's also a tax benefit too. So look at it from a business perspective. This zero carbon tax, right? If you do follow the state laws or the governmental laws, they incentivize you. For instance, did you get a Tesla? They're incentivizing you because that's creating a better world electronically, right? If you convert your homes with the windows that, keep the most energy in, you get a tax write-off. So all these things, right? All these things are changing as we know it. All these things are changing as we know it. And how do you plan on putting yourself in the correct position in order to capitalize off of it? Solution may be not financial advice, but how about you have a solar company, a construction company, an installation company, a change of one thing, a house, apartment building, and everything. What's one thing all those things have in common? I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds. Leave them thoughts down below. What does an apartment, any living and housing situation, what do they have in common? What's one thing? Because they have plenty of things in common, but what's one thing? Windows. So maybe if you have a window company, taking out windows last time I checked, every building, every apartment, everything has windows in it. So that would be a plus. Solar energy, right? Wind energy, turbine, tax write-off. So the world is gearing up for this, and you have to be on the correct side. Electrical vehicles, they're incentivizing you to have electrical vehicles. That's why a certain class of people just have it to put it in their portfolio. It's cheaper than a gas guzzler. Though we know gas guzzlers may be more reliable, right? But they're actually creating infrastructures to fix that problem as we speak. Smash that like button if you agree. Saying it all to say, what are you going to do about when the world's changing and its regulation has changed? Because not only is the immigrants, the AI, and robots are here to take your job, regulations are here to take your job too. Why? Because America itself has been, let's just say, They're rebuilding American infrastructure. Let me repeat. They're rebuilding the entire infrastructure of America. So this is the greatest time in history to me. Like I said, you got to use their problem and create a solution from it. So I know construction companies, they will skyrocket. I look at it like whoever owns construction companies right now, they are in a great position. Now, it's a certain class of people that we see that's running the construction game, the Latino community. Big up to the Latino community, because I look at it as in let's just say in 5 years, they're going to be the new millionaires. Because if America is reconstructing, right, wouldn't you think that, how do you reconstruct without construction? So they actually put themselves, aligned themselves with something that they knew that was going to happen. They aligned themselves with something that they knew that was going to happen, and would never stop during COVID or XYZ or all these turbulent times. These financial, these student loans, these interest rates would never stop. Building, construction. They're actually constructing more as we speak because the influx of people are coming aboard. Just for instance, this is another little insider. If you own shelters right now and they're giving $9,000 per person in your shelter, you have just one. But you would not have known, you would have had to have the shelter beforehand, before the migrant crisis. Because trust and believe, someone is capitalizing. You know? So the next capitalization schematics to me is 0 carbon emission by 2030. Now you have other places like Russia, they like, hold on, wait a minute, America. You really can't tell us what to do. So we're gonna do 0 carbon emission until 2060. That's 30 years. So I'm like, is this going to be effective or not? Because if Russia's doing one thing, and we know they're part of the BRIC nation, Brazil, Russia, India, China, Saudi Arabia, and you have a colossal of more countries, right? And other civilizations that's joining forces with them. So they like, no, we're going to do ours to 2060. But this is why. What do Russia has? Russia has low fossil fuels. Fossil fuels. So they converting from fossil fuels to electric, to wind, to alternative power source, right? Is that a solution? The world may never know. We have to live to see it. You know, I think fossil fuels is going to be here for a while. I think it's going to be beyond 2030. Yes, they want to regulate it and make it law, but I don't see it being as effective. Now, it's other things that we need to be worried about other than fossil fuel, though I am for the earth, right? But it's other things, some natural things. The earth naturally warms up. So you can't say, oh, it's carbon fuels, that's why the earth is warming up. No. Naturally, the earth warms up. So to me, I look at that campaign as another money grab. Smash that like button if you agree. Comment, let me know. What do you think about this 0 carbon emission? Are you on board, or are you putting yourself in a position to get the money, get the bag? Smash that like button. Share this content. Share this content. If you don't like the video, let me know why you don't like the video. Thank my audience for sending me videos to cover, because someone sent me this to cover, and I said, yeah, sure. It's economics. I can cover it. Can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it. On that note, sharing. Make sure you share this video, because sharing is awareness, and that's how you show me how you care. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. That's how you pay me forward. Subscribe to the channel. That's how you pay me forward. And let's end with this. Schools, churches, let's X those out. Face your purpose. Let's see your purpose. 9 times out of 10, when you lock into your purpose, it's worth it. How do you plan on making this world a better place before you? That's the ultimate question. On that note, peace, love, and blessings. And remember, positivity over negativity, always. Love.